Hi there, welcome back to Chameleon Switch. Today I thought I would do a video and catch up on my Ghostbusters. So, dot point, so I know where to start, how to finish. Quite a few different events happening in this house led up to my triggery poem, okay? But right this second, Christy Morgan. Sketching, okay? So this is house number, God knows how many. I might as well just sit there and start. And here we've got the bathroom, got the hallway, getting up the girls' room because that's where it sort of started, you know, a few weeks in, and then just sketching along and just talking, not really talking, I guess I was just going through memory lane, like what was it about that house, because the year we moved there was 2024 and it was leading up to me getting married, which in 2023 I believe, late 2023, to reschedule, or I rescheduled it from like 2024 because we were supposed to get married in like March or something. It just didn't fit the tea. No, it wasn't suiting. Rings weren't fucking organised properly and all sorts of shit. So I was like, you know what, that's a sign. If there's not flowing there, I'm like, that's a sign. I'm like, no, what do you think? Luckily, Bernard, I'll get back to you on that one. It's out in Laidley. So it's a cute little country setting that I had it at, which if you were on my live yesterday would have heard me talking about. It was like Mary and Jesus, or Christ, you know, I like to call my angel, come saves me. Up on the hilltop and mountain and stuff, you know, looking over. So I was quite lucky there. I'm just taking my time, putting in some details, because details are important to the story. Tells you what type of character I am, what type of character my family is, the shit they either saw or not seen, or said something or not say something. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, I said that song pop in my head. I haven't watched that movie in a good minute. Now this house was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I miss going there. Like, I adore this house because, yeah, it's old school. You know, it's, you can tell it was through council or through government housing. And like, front porch is obviously extended and renovated because there's a door here. Look, I'll show you. But you can tell that it's been, you know, see? You can tell. And it sort of loops. So it loops through. So like, our bedroom door goes through, as you've seen, like any video type of feel, goes through to the boys, goes through to the girls, goes to the bathroom entry, and then Jasper's, and then they keep going, you know. Sorry, I don't care, in the same breath, they're my babies. And lounge room, and then that way. But the fact that it loops, it's beautiful. Made me think of the Clifton video, because that sort of had that feel too, you know, opening, and then it looped out because of the windows. I I'll have to draw that house. That house is beautiful as well. Because driving by there in Clifton when I went there for that video, down memory lane, because that's where, I want to say an angel, the way it just white misted towards me, and then a smile. I have to sketch. That's that house, and then the other one is with all the windows. So like, what do they call it? Sunroom. So the sunroom's long, and you've got windows on one side and windows directly on the other, so you can pop it open and it just opened up straight through to the lounge room and living. So I loved that one too. But there's always something, always something. Oh, whether it was family dramatic or if it was truly haunted, because I swear every house I've gone to so far, it's always got something there. Besides me singing out to Granddad, you need to see my ass when I felt a bit scared. Like, yo, I'm sure that will help. Always did for me. To like build up tolerance to those motherfuckers. The ghost motherfuckers. All I want to do is be a ghostbuster. What a cool job. So I'm just putting some detail into this bathroom. Yeah, I'm not gonna die for you. Had City Council come actually about an hour or two ago. Now, in one of my other lives there, when I was doing the painting at the back, 2 dogs got out, and someone actually complained in June, which is a little weird because I'm like, I swear they got out like months prior, but whatever. I had to double check. They had to come see, make sure the gates and everything was high, because it became flimsy at the back. So I love that they come check. To call my husband just to make sure he was aware, because he's down as a dog breeder. So you had to register and all the rest of it. I thought today would be easier just to do a live. Not a live, a video. Gets a bit exhausting. And not exhausting as in like I don't want to talk to anybody. There was some beautiful person I did respond back to this morning. I think on TikTok. And I did download WhatsApp, so I'm happy to post up my detail there. There was a nice gentleman yesterday on my live that was like, "Yo, do you have that? We can chat, be friends." I'm like, surely there's a simpler way to communicate with people in the big wide world. Saw a blast from a past this morning, so I'm going to shout out to an old friend, family acquaintance, Christy, which is funny. I say her last name, but I won't do that. I actually dated her brother back in the day. But yeah, when I got older, I was out clubbing with her, so, you know, things changed Table's turn. She got married. The brother I dated got married. And then I was like, yo, I got married. I'm like, look at all of us. Oh, there is my dog howling now. On a spiritual level now. Especially if I'm a 144 member. That is, yeah. Someone passed away as a 144. My dog seems to let me know. And then I thought about it because other people's dogs do the same too. There was my dad's dog back in the day when I was a teeny popper. And only on particular sirens with the ambulance and stuff, he would, you know, howl. Oh! And that's what I'm hearing. So, which I knew straight away was not a good thing. And he knew too, like my dad, like knew that person that they're going to, or vice versa, you know, picking up, going to hospital, whatever, was not coming back. And that's what I'm hearing. So unfortunately, R.I.P. dear sir. Oh man. Because do you believe all those stuff, you know, animal totems and whatnot? You know, with their spiritual realms attached? I sure do. Especially when my dog started showing those signs. Yeah. And he really shone through when I was pregnant with my last one. It's like he claimed him. Like, I don't think that's the right word, but, you know, man's best friend and everything. So I really can't wait to get out here with this stuff. I was looking at a place, the illustration, I was like, what do we call this? How do we get it up and running? You know, taking my absolute steps to, you know, be something, be someone. I'm already someone to someone, which is all my someones. Little pitter patters. And my husband, obviously. Let alone animals. But make a name for myself. Not that I was ever worried about getting out of the ghetto. Bless your heart. It wasn't about that. I like living simple. It's true. It's so much easier. But to go around the world, to see people, meet people, they're getting overwhelmed. Of course, because, you know, anxiety is a bitch. So, that was one thing. Trying to clean the door line. I think that's probably one thing about like long hallways too, because it was nice and big, so like a couple of us could actually walk down with it without like. But it's the finger mark prints from kids, like kids, children. That goes everywhere. Thank God I was a bond cleaner. Pass those with fucking flying colours. I think when things went a little crazy after my triggery, like my heightened triggery, which hence all this, you know. I think there was only one time, and then, you know, still trying to apply it today, even though I don't work for that same company, but, you know, I always think of them. I'm like, you know what, I could go back at any second. And even though the bond bit's out, just the cleaning type feel. Makes me want to go to Bunnings. Good old Bunnings trip. How many? You know, a few decent people in Australia here that love Bunnings, you know. Forget, Yashan, I think his name is, yeah. You know. And yeah, hubby always gets her, you know, Bunning cards and whatnot to go with whatever, Valentine's, Christmas, etc, etc. Love it. I'm gonna get up my camping stuff a bit more, because I'm already looking and wanting to go away for a weekend. You know, just did my rego yesterday. I've got my car booked in for next week to get my windscreen done. Got my echogram tomorrow. Just checking my heart. Nothing too major. But because of, you know, anxiety and having those little what if moments, better safe than sorry, yeah? That's cute. And because how I am and who I am as a spiritual person, you know, those little whispers just sort of remind me that my babies are fine. I don't want anything following them to school and then coming home as a attachment, you know. Because, you know, even though Christ is amazingly beautiful and, you know, got to believe in him 110%, but not everybody does, and that's the scary bit with, like, trying to protect my children and still walking that line. Because, like I said, it was a choice for my babies if they wanted to learn religion or not. I never pushed that upon anybody. Maybe just an understanding if that's what they were looking for. But I still love him. Fuck, he gave us the world. So this is mine. Kicking those demons and whatever's back like you did, motherfucker. Okay. Now I don't know if I should bother with my bedroom bit or just the door itself, or maybe just the layout, because how this drawing is going to go, I've got to get it from the garage centered across from my daughter's bedroom, and it had little laundry opening in there, like you open up the cupboard and that's where your laundry and stuff is sitting. I was blessed to get this house. I was like the first one there at like 8 something in the morning, and I was the only one to view it. And I viewed so many because, you know, after COVID and shit, everyone went bonkers looking for housings. And this one sort of fell in the lap, because then they called me back and I got that house and I just had a good feeling about it. It was a little bit more expensive than any other budget, but fuck it, it was worth it. Especially with these stories attached here. About to call it quits. Get ready for, I don't know if it was Instagram or Facebook. Not Facebook. I might just say bye. Bye.